Okay, so we're just here checking out your target shooting game, and it looks like you've got your projectiles working. Your targets have that bullseye animation going, so that's all good. And also, when I shoot the targets, your heads-up display displaying the amount of targets that I have left is working fine, so that's all looking good. So the next thing that we would want to work on is, we have this kind of ammo display down here to tell us how much ammo we have left, which, I mean, you can see right now. I can just keep going and going forever, and it's still telling me I have full ammo. So we'll work on that next. Now, the first thing you did, I see you've already done this, is bring in all of these different ammo images that, if you take a look, they show different amounts of ammo that you have left. Okay, so that's all fine. We have everything we need there. And you've also created this ammo remaining script. Of course, right now it's empty, so we'll go ahead and build that right now, alright? So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You can probably open it up a lot easier than I can right now. My system is a little convoluted at the moment, so you can probably just open it by double-clicking it. Alright. Bear with me here as I navigate to the correct program, MonoDevelop. Here we go. Alright, so here it is, ammo remaining, and it's totally blank at the moment. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to make an integer called int ammo remaining, alright? So that we have something to start with, saying, telling the computer how much ammo we have left. So this is just kind of an integer that we can change as ammo is being used up, to tell the system how much ammo we have left, and to also, based on the amount of ammo we have left, to tell the system to go ahead and draw whichever ammo picture on our screen is most appropriate for the amount of ammo that we have. So first things first, let's go ahead and make this variable. Okay, so it'll probably help if you follow along in your book. This is in chapter 17 under heads up displays. Okay, so you'll want to take a look. So you can just pause the video if you want and make sure you're checking this out. So we're going to go ahead and start it off with static and var, which stands for variable, okay, because we're declaring a new variable. And we're going to go ahead and name this new variable int ammo remaining. Okay. And then go ahead and put a colon after that. And now we're going to tell the system what kind of variable this variable called int ammo remaining is. And as you can kind of guess by the name, it's going to be an integer. So we're just going to put int for integer. And we're going to say this integer equals 200. We're going to start at 200. That's the starting value. So right there in that line, we've just said static, which kind of means that all of the code can now see this variable and understand this variable. All right, and then variable to say, hey, we're coming up with a variable. Int ammo remaining is the name that we have chosen to name it. We could name it anything, but this is pretty descriptive, so we'll stick with that. And then we have told the system what kind of variable it is, which is an integer. And then we've also told the system I want it to have a starting value of 200. All right. So next thing we're going to do after that is declare a whole lot more variables. Now these variables that we're going to declare are going to be textures, 2D textures. So basically just 2D images. And what we're going to do with these variables is place our different pictures of ammo that we have into these variables, okay, so that we can call them up in the game. When we're running out of ammo, we can display a picture that shows us having less ammo. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I believe we have 26 different images of ammo amounts. So there are going to be 26 of these, alright? So let's go ahead and start with the first one. We're going to go ahead and start with var for variable, telling the computer we're about to give it the name of a new variable. And we're going to call this first one img ammo and underscore 00. Okay, so basically image ammo 00 is kind of what that stands for. And then we're going to go ahead and put a colon, indicating that we're now going to tell the computer what kind of variable this is going to be. Is it going to be an integer? Is it going to be a texture? And so this one, since it's a picture, it's going to be texture 2D. All right, and make sure you put that semicolon at the end there. And then our next one is going to be variable image ammo 01. This is also going to be a 2D texture, alright? And this just goes on just like that. Same names, we're just changing the number, okay? And if you want to be able to do this a little faster, once you've written a few of them, you can, of course, just copy and paste. Be careful when you're copy and pasting, though, that you don't accidentally leave these numbers the same, because if you have two of the same variable, the system is going to get confused by that. So make sure that if you copy and paste, you're double checking to make sure that you're changing these numbers, alright? So I'm going to do that again. And we're going to go all the way up to 25. Like I said, there are 26 of these total different images, but because we started with 0, we're actually only going to go up to number 25, and that'll wind up being 26 variables. Okay. Okay, so now we have all of our ammo picture variables, okay, 0 through 25 here. So now that we've declared all the variables that we want to use so far, we're going to go ahead and go into our update method, alright? So our update function, excuse me. So we're going to go ahead and start that off by saying function update, and you're just going to put open and close parentheses and then an open curly brace right there. Be very careful with your spelling and any kind of punctuation that you see, as well as capitalization. If you for example accidentally put this in as a lowercase, it's not going to work for you. So just be aware that uppercase and lowercase letters are viewed differently by the system, so you have to be very careful about that. Okay? Just a side note, sorry. Alright, so now that we're in our update function, we're going to go ahead and declare one more variable, alright? And it's going to be called, remember first we start with var for variable, letting the computer know we're going to name one. And it's going to be called int ammo index, alright? And we're going to put a colon there and tell the system that this is going to be an integer. Okay. Now that we have this variable called int ammo index, we're going to go ahead and assign a value to it, alright, right away. So we're going to say int ammo index equals, and here comes a bunch of crazy math stuff, alright, so just be careful with this one, the way you type it. So this is going to be math f, alright, which stands for math function, and dot floor to int. See, I just typed a lowercase there, so you know, even I do that sometimes. And we're going to go ahead and put 2 parentheses there. Int ammo remaining plus 7. Alright. And go ahead and close one parentheses. And divided by 8. And close the other parentheses there. Alright. Make sure you put a semicolon at the end of the line there to indicate that the line is over. Alright. Okay, so next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and create what's called a switch. Alright. And basically what's going to happen here is this is where we're telling our code when it should switch from one ammo picture to a different ammo picture, okay? So let's go ahead and put all this code in. And we're going to start it by saying switch, meaning, you know, switch to different state of the game, switch to different images, switch, you know, just switching things around. So open that parentheses there, and we're going to put int ammo index, alright, and close the parentheses, and we're just going to open a curly brace after that, indicating that this is where all of our switch code is going to start. And we're going to go ahead and put in different cases and instructions for what to do in different cases. Okay, so we're going to start with case 0. Alright, and just put a colon there after that, case 0. And we're going to put GUI texture dot texture equals our variable that we declared earlier, image ammo 0, 0. Alright? And then anytime that we're done with a case, we need to make sure that at the end we go ahead and put break with a semicolon at the end, indicating that that is the end of that case. Okay? So basically all we've really said here is if the case is 0, we're going to go ahead and make this texture this image ammo 0 texture that we've come up with. Okay? So after that, we're going to go ahead and go on to say, you know, let's say the case is case 1. In that case, we're going to make this GUI texture go ahead and be equal to our image ammo 1. Okay, so we're just going to go through like that all the way up to 25, okay, so that we have a different case for each one of our textures that we're making, each one of our ammo pictures that we have, okay? So again, you can copy and paste, but if you do, be very careful with that, because you can sometimes forget to go in and change things, and that will cause all kinds of crazy problems. So be very careful if you're going to copy and paste. And this whole case and switch type of idea will make a lot more sense once you start implementing it. It's a little, code is a little bit abstract at first when you're first learning it, but as you keep going, it'll start to become almost like a second language for you. Okay, so now we have our 26 cases for our 26 different ammo pictures. Make sure at the end of this that you do close this off with curly braces, okay? It'll be 2 curly braces because at the beginning we have some curly braces leading up to this. Here's one here and another one right there, so we need to make sure that we close them off so that the program can see that our code is all finished. And so once we've gone ahead and done that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. So this code is where we're done with this guy for now. So make sure you save it. Alright. And we're going to move on to the next step. So for this next part, you may actually be seeing something a little bit different than what I have on my screen. I'm currently running the newest version of Unity, so some things look a little different than older versions. So it depends on what version that you're using. You may see something like I'm seeing, where I've got these nice big boxes here and the names. Image ammo, and these are just the names of those variables that we put into our code, okay? Now, if you're not seeing this, you may be seeing something that's more like what's in the book, which is really these names, and instead of having a big old box over here, you might just see something saying ammo and the number, and then just a little teeny tiny circle to the right, okay? So, you'll just kind of want to, I mean, the steps will be the same, but it just may look a little different, so just be aware of that. So, This is still our ammo remaining script. Okay, I've just closed MonoDevelop, but I still have the ammo remaining script selected. You can see it here. That's all that stuff that we just typed in. And what Unity has gone ahead and done is it's gone ahead and created a space for us to put those images that we want to go along with these variables that we've created. Okay, we've already told the computer that these variables are going to be 2D textures or 2D images. Now we just need to tell them which 2D images that we actually want them to be. So if we come in here to our GUI elements, all right, we have these images that we've loaded previously, all right, called ammo 00, 01, 02, 03. So we have those all in there and all ready to go. So to go ahead and assign these, all we have to do is click and drag them over to the corresponding variable over here. So you can see, we named one image ammo 00, and what do you know? We have a texture called ammo 00. So these two go together. So we can just drag them over here to this box. Or if you are seeing just the little words with the little circle to the right, you can just drag these images on top of the word, okay? So, this is one of those little things that gets a little tedious. We just have to click and drag these guys over, each one to their corresponding variable, all right? Pretty self-explanatory, 6 goes with 6, 7 goes with 7, and we'll just drag these over to the side here. So now that we have all of this set up over here, it looks like over here you also have your GUI texture for your ammo already set up. And this right here, this ammo 25, is what is displaying this kind of little ammo marker down in the bottom here. So let's go ahead and take our script, our ammo remaining script that we've just built, and we're going to go ahead and attach it to our GUI texture, which is ammo 25. Now you could try and run the game at this point. If you go ahead and hit play, if you have typed everything in correctly, it will run, and we can start shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting, but you'll notice no matter how much I'm shooting, even though the game is functioning, this little guy right here is not changing at all. I'm never running out of ammo. So you might remember when we went ahead and made this ammo remaining, we had this variable right away that we declared ammo remaining right here, starting at 200, right? And basically, that's just kind of saying, hey, this is how many shots that we have. But we haven't actually told the code anywhere to subtract from this number, ever. So it's just constantly staying at 200, meaning that we always have 200 shots left just forever. So this is never going down. So a good way to figure out when we should subtract shots is, obviously we should subtract our ammo remaining every time that we fire some ammo, right? So anytime we fire a shot, we should have less ammo remaining, right? So if we take a look at the code that we have in place that is there to fire shots, we've got all this stuff in here. This would be kind of an ideal place to tell the code, hey, when I'm firing a shot, anytime I'm doing all of this stuff, I should also be losing my remaining ammo, right? So we're going to open up this script next, and we're going to go ahead and put that code in place to tell it that, hey, whenever we're firing shots, we're also losing ammo. So make that happen. And again, you probably won't have to go through such a complex process to open your scripts. Again, my computer is just a little special. So, disregard all this crazy stuff, and, you can just double click on your script there and it should open up in MonoDevelop just fine. Let me know if it doesn't and I can help you get to it. Okay. It's not happy with me for some reason. Alright, moving on though. We're going to go ahead and close this ammo remaining that I still have open. And we're just going to look at our fire projectile script. So to make this happen for us, we're just going to add a couple of lines here. Alright, so right after function update, let's go ahead and, start a new line here. We're going to go with if, right, we're going to start with if ammo remaining dot int ammo remaining is greater than 0, and go ahead and make sure you put that opening curly brace there, okay? So what we've just said is, hey, if we have more than 0 ammo, go ahead and fire more ammo and go for it. That's not quite done yet though. We still haven't actually told the game ever to subtract any ammo from our ammo remaining number here. We've just told it, hey, if it's less than 0, then stop firing shots. So let's go ahead and tell it that every time we do fire a shot, that number of ammo remaining needs to go down. So we're going to go ahead and put right here in the same area where we're firing shots, we're going to put ammo remaining dot int ammo remaining minus, okay, and then a semicolon. And that's a little bit weird, this whole minus thing. That's just kind of code speak for subtract 1. It's just kind of a shortcut to saying, instead of saying ammo remaining dot int ammo remaining equals int ammo remaining -1, we can just say minus, and the program automatically knows that we want to subtract 1 from whatever this number is, okay? So that's what that's saying. Now, when we opened up this if statement up here, we opened up a new curly brace. So we have to make sure that we then close that curly brace, because otherwise it is not going to work. And we're going to be sad. So go ahead and make sure that you add an extra curly brace in here for that one that we have opened up, okay? So we should have 3 curly braces at the end here, okay? So that's good on that. Let's go ahead and save this guy as well. And so now what we've got is if we have ammo, more ammo than 0 ammo, go ahead and fire a shot, and also make sure that you tell the system that I have 1 less ammo than I did before until I get to 0. Alright? So that's what that's saying. Let's go ahead and try it now. Let's play with it. It's always about testing things out. So now that you can see the system is subtracting 1 ammo from the ammo that I have left every time I fire a shot. And as it's doing that, depending on how much ammo I have left, it's also changing this picture down here based on how much ammo I have and what that ammo integer is. So I'm running out of ammo. And remember, we put a condition in there also saying if I don't have greater than 0 ammo, meaning if I have no ammo, don't shoot. So, as soon as I hit that last little picture there, I can click all I want, and there is nothing coming out. There is no more ammo for me to use. So that should get your ammo functionality going. And once you've done that, you really should be ready for Chapter 18, which is all about the score and keeping score. So I'll go over that in the next video for you, okay? Go ahead and get this guy functioning first, alright?